Good afternoon, dear students. Today we are going to discuss here about calibration of pH meter. Now, what is the use of a pH meter? A pH meter is used to measure the pH of any solution. It can be a clinical sample, it can be your analytical sample, anything where you want to measure the pH. See, if you want to measure the roughly the pH of any, like when we are preparing nutrient agar or such any such media, we just want rough idea of what may be the pH. We can use a litmus paper. But during certain analytical experiments or clinical samples where we actually want to know what is the pH of the sample, we need to use a pH meter. Now, why do we need to calibrate a pH meter? So this is going to be your second experiment. First experiment has been discussed by Dubey madam. So now what is our experiment? To study the calibration of a pH meter. What are the requirements? pH meter, of course, which needs to be calibrated. Then standard buffer solution having known pH, or we have pH tablets to be dissolved in buffer, which will have a standard pH, known pH. Then we require deionized water. We need the sample whose pH is to be determined. Then tissue papers, beakers, etc. Now, what is a pH meter? First of all, we should understand why do we need to calibrate a pH meter. A pH meter calibration is a process of adjusting your pH meter. pH meter calibration is the process of adjusting your pH meter by measuring solutions of known pH value. We have solutions of known pH value. With the help of these solutions having known pH value, we calibrate our instrument. We calibrate the instrument. Okay. Why? This is because the characteristic of your electrode may change over time and it needs to be compensated. Okay. So the pH meter actually consists of electrodes. See, in olden days or in recent instruments, we have a single electrode. Okay, it's a combination electrode. Earlier, we used to have two electrodes. One was reference electrode, another was glass electrode. Okay, so what happens when you store your electrodes? They may undergo change, and hence you need to compensate the change. A calibration process compensates the change by matching your pH meter to the current characteristic of the pH sensor. So what is the basic goal of a calibration? Is to minimize any uncertainty in the measurement by ensuring the accuracy of the test equipment. Okay. So the goal of a calibration, the aim of calibration is to minimize any uncertainty in the measurement. That means you should, your instrument should exactly measure what is the pH. So the instrument should give you correct and accurate measurement. So to ensure the accuracy of the pH meter, accuracy of the equipment, we need to calibrate it. pH meter thus needs calibration to give accurate pH reading. That is the main aim of calibration, so that you get accurate pH reading. And what calibration involves? It's a process where you adjust your pH meter with the help of a solution having known pH value. Right. Now, so what is a pH meter use? pH meter is an instrument that measures the hydrogen ion concentration. Okay. So, of a solution using an ion sensitive electrode. So what is a pH meter? Instrument that measures the hydrogen ion concentration, pH of a solution using an ion sensitive electrode, which will ideally respond to a specific ion, here hydrogen ion. Okay. So we have an electrode which responds to the hydrogen ion concentration of the solution, ultimately gives you what is the pH of the solution. What is pH? It's the negative logarithm of hydrogen ion concentration. So the instrument measures the pH. When you look at a typical pH meter, a pH meter can be manual or a digital one. Nowadays, in most of the laboratories or research labs, we have digital pH meters. A typical pH meter consists of special measuring probe. We call it pH probe. Okay. So that consists of a glass electrode and a reference electrode. Okay. Glass electrode and reference, which is a calomel electrode. Okay. These two are connected to an electronic meter. That electronic meter measures and displays the pH reading. So your pH meter consists of electrode which is called as a measuring probe. It may be having two electrode or a combination electrode. If it is having two electrode, one is glass, another one is reference or calomel electrode. Both these electrode or a single combined electrode is connected to an electronic meter. The electronic meter measures and display the pH on the display meter. Okay. The glass electrode is half cell and calomel electrode is another half cell. Both these are connected to complete the circuit, which to a meter. They are connected to an electronic meter which will measure and display the pH. So this is a kind of pH meter. So this is a display, this is a display unit, measuring unit, and this is a beaker containing some solution having a pH electrode. This is a pH probe or pH electrode which is connected to the pH measuring unit. Okay, so it will measure and display, give you a display. Like here it is showing 7.27. So the pH of the solution will be displayed on the display meter, or it may be a manually operated one. Now, originally, the pH meters that were used were having two electrodes. Okay. Now, the two electrodes were, one was glass electrode, as you can see here in the diagram, one was glass electrode, another was calomel or a reference electrode. Both these electrodes are connected to the pH meter. Okay. The glass electrode having a platinum wire and a hard glass tube. At the bottom of the glass electrode, there is a bulb containing 0.1 normal HCl. Then which this actually glass electrode is sensitive to hydrogen ion concentration. This electrode is affected by hydrogen ion concentration, and ultimately information is sent to the pH meter and pH reading can be displayed. So this contains silver chloride, thin bulb of soda, and it is sensitive to hydrogen ion concentration. Another one is a calomel or a reference electrode. Okay, so your pH meter consists of what? A power pack, right? And as I said, pH meter can be digital or manual. And a pH meter consists of power pack and two electrodes. Okay, power pack, what does the power pack consist of? On-off switch, like here we can see. This is one having on-off switch. This is a power pack or a display unit having on-off switch. Then there is a temperature control knob, where temperature compensation knob we call it. Then there is a calibration knob and a plug pin which is connected with the help of the plug pin. This is connected to an electric supply. Okay. Now a pH meter originally used to consist of two electrodes, as I said, glass and calomel. Modern day pH meter do not have two electrodes. They use a single electrode which is called as a combination electrode. And the glass electrode, when they used to use two electrodes, one was glass, okay, then another was it consists of a platinum wire. Okay, the glass electrode consists of a platinum wire connected to the HCl solution through silver chloride electrode. Okay, then another was calomel electrode, which is called as reference electrode. This calomel or reference electrode is not sensitive to hydrogen ion. It contains calomel, that means mercurous chloride, and hence the name. This was named as reference or calomel electrode because it contains calomel, that is mercurous chloride. The calomel is connected with platinum wire through mercury. Through mercury, it is connected to platinum wire. The free end of the calomel electrode has a porous ring. Free end. Okay, at the bottom you can see a porous ring. Okay. The base of the electrode is deposited with KCl crystal. At the base there are KCl crystals. Remaining portion is filled with KCl solution. So it contains KCl crystal and potassium chloride crystal and potassium chloride solution. The glass electrode placed in the test solution constitutes half cell, and another one is the reference electrode is another half cell. So the two half cell together are connected to the pH meter. Okay. Now, nowadays a typical modern pH meter does not use these two electrodes. Okay. Has a glass and reference electrode only in one tube, that is called as combination electrode. You can see here. So this is a combination electrode. The bottom part is shown here in detail. So it contains silver chloride reference electrode also. pH sensitive glass membrane is present at the bottom. Okay. Silver chloride reference. There is a porous wick, 0.1 molar HCl. Okay. Then here they have shown enzymes are immobilized on polymer membrane, and this is in turn connected to the pH meter, right? So it contains both the reference half cell as well as the glass electrode, that is half cell. So pH half cell, which actually is affected by hydrogen ion concentration, and reference half cell. Okay, so both are combined together in one unit, like you can see here. It is a combination gel electrode. Wires of the electrodes connected to the pH meter. You can see two wires connected to pH meter. There is a gel. There is a reference electrode of mercury Ag and AgCl. Then there is a junction. Then silver wire having a glass electrode. Okay. So this is actually, the glass one is actually sensitive to hydrogen ion concentration. So it's a combination. This bulb is to be dipped into the sample whose pH is to be determined. Then the first thing we need to do is calibrate your pH meter. If your pH meter is kept as such without use, some changes may take place in the electrode. So the first thing we need to do is calibrate your pH meter so that accurate readings of the sample are obtained. Okay, so now you make sure that the pH meter is in pH mode. Okay, so adjust the pH meter in pH mode first. Before calibration, what you will do, the bottom of the probe is made up of glass. It's a glass electrode. So it has to be kept covered with a cap. So first remove the cap. Okay, remove the cap and rinse the probe thoroughly with deionized water or by using a typical rinse solution provided with the pH meter. So before calibration, remove the cap of the electrode which is present at the bottom, which covers the bulb. So remove the cap, rinse the probe thoroughly with deionized water or in solution, and then immerse the end of the probe completely in calibration solution. So this is the bulb of the probe. Okay, so you have to completely immerse it in calibration solution. The calibration solution, okay, and after immersing the bulb, you gently stir the probe so that a homogeneous sample is created. Now, the electrode is first dipped into a standard buffer. For calibration purpose, we generally prefer using two standard buffers or standard buffer of two different pH. What are those? One may be acidic, that is pH 4, another may be 9.6 or pH 10. Okay, so we select two standard buffer solutions. Okay, dip the electrode in the standard buffer of known pH. Okay, so once you dip it in the standard buffer of known pH, you know the pH of the buffer. Say if you know that the pH of the buffer is 4, and check it on your pH meter. If your pH meter shows 4, no problem, your pH meter is showing accurate reading. It is already calibrated. If it is not showing reading 4, you have to adjust the knob. You have to adjust the primary calibration knob such that the reading which is displayed becomes 4. Okay. So the electrode is, after cleaning, is first dipped completely into the calibration solution, that is substandard buffer solution having known pH. Stir it gently. Adjust the pH meter reading so as to match the pH of the standard buffer solution. And calibration, as I said, has to be performed using at least two buffer. For general purpose, pH 4 and pH 9.6 or pH 10 is taken. pH meter has one control button to calibrate. Okay, using the calibrate button, set the meter reading equal to the first standard buffer. Like our first standard buffer was having pH 4, so set the meter reading to 4. Then remove the electrode, rinse the electrode, okay, and then dip it into second buffer. Okay, and using the second control button, slope, which is usually called as, adjust the reading of the second buffer. What was that? Reading of the second buffer, say 10. So adjust the reading of the second buffer if it comes out to be, okay, to 10. Now your instrument is calibrated. So the third control button is used to set the temperature depending upon the temperature of the solution whose pH is to be determined. Okay, then. So once your instrument is calibrated, you can measure the pH of the solution. So always remember that you have to rinse the electrode with deionized water or rinsing solution prior to placing it in the solution for pH measurement. So what will you do? First, dip the electrode in standard buffer solution. Calibrate your instrument using buffers having, standard buffers with two different pH, maybe one having 4, another having 10. Once your instrument is calibrated, rinse your electrode with deionized water and dip it into the sample solution. Allow the meter to stabilize, say, for a period of 30 seconds to 1 minute, and then check the reading. Okay, now your pH meter will display correct and accurate reading. Note down the reading. Once the measurement of pH of the sample solution is over, remove the electrode from the sample, rinse it with deionized water, okay, and clean it using a tissue paper. And the pH bulb should always be stored wet, preferably in the pH in the buffer having pH 4 with 1:100 kCl solution, right? So usually the buffer, the bulb of the probe, pH probe, is covered with a cap, right? Wherein pH a buffer is present having a pH 4 along with KCl. We can use other buffers also, or we can store it in tap water, but it has to be always kept wet. The pH bulb has to be always kept wet, either by using a buffer plus KCl or any other buffer or what. And how to take care of your pH meter? Wipe off exterior of the pH meter with a damp cloth after use. Once you've finished using the pH meter, always clean the pH meter with a wet cloth. Okay. Mostly the outside of the pH meter is not affected by any solution, but there are certain organic solvents by which your pH meter may be affected. So you have to take care of your pH meter by wiping with a damp cloth once your working is over. So that is all about how to calibrate the pH meter and why to calibrate the pH meter.